Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to BEA's Got Your Number, new foreign direct investment and DCI data. Please note this session is being recorded. My name is Nick Femick, and I work with Select USA. For those of you who haven't heard of Select USA, we are housed within the U.S. Department of Commerce and serve as the United States' federal investment promotion agency. This means we help foreign companies seeking to enter or expand the U.S. through a variety of free resources and programs, including providing information and counseling. And we do this through Select USA investment specialists that help companies and economic development organizations find and interpret reliable and unbiased data. We also help navigate the federal regulatory system. Select USA coordinates activities across many agencies that promote business investment. If a company requires federal ombudsman services or would like to learn more about federal incentives, Select USA may assist. Additionally, we serve as a platform for EDOs and international investors to connect. This includes hosting events such as webinars, international roadshows, and the Investment Summit. Registration is open for the 2025 Select USA Investment Summit, taking place May 11th through 14th in the Washington, D.C. metro area. This event grows year over year. However, last year we had approximately 5,000 attendees from over 80 countries and representation from nearly every U.S. state and territory. If you're interested in engaging with states in the exhibition hall, learning more about federal programs through in-person speaking sessions, or would like to know more about FDI opportunities in the U.S., I encourage you to apply using the link that is about to be posted. With that, I'd like to pass to Jeanette Scott and Jason Sutterly from BEA.
Thank you so much, Nick, and hello, everyone. Today we'll be presenting BEA's Got Your Number, new foreign direct investment and direct investment by country and industry data. So the BEA is one of the world's leading policy-neutral statistical agencies that provides economic statistics reflecting a comprehensive, up-to-date picture of the U.S. economy. My name is Jason Sutterly, and I'm the chief of the new foreign investment section. I have the pleasure of presenting alongside my colleague, Jeanette Scott, the chief of the direct investment in the United States section. We will be discussing some of the BEA's recent publications on foreign direct investment in the United States. We will be covering a lot of information today, and we will have time for questions at the end of the presentation. So today, we will start by defining foreign direct investment, or FDI, followed by information on our new foreign direct investment statistics. Jeanette will discuss the direct investment by country and industry data. And after we have presented on both publications, we will showcase how to access the data through BEA's interactive tools. So to start, what is foreign direct investment? Put simply, it's when an entity in one country has control or a significant degree of influence over the management of a business enterprise in another country. Entity is a broad term. For example, a person, corporation, or governmental agency are all considered entities. And when we say control, we mean at least 10% of the voting interest in a business enterprise is held by a foreign entity. Voting interest or equivalent is an international definition to separate direct investments from more passive portfolio style investments. To better understand the language used in discussions of FDI, we have a short example to share. Starting at the bottom of the slide, a U.S. affiliate is a U.S. business enterprise in which a foreign person has at least 10% voting interest. As we move across the border, the foreign parent is the first entity outside the United States in a U.S. affiliate's ownership chain that has direct investment interest in the affiliate. So continuing up the U.S. affiliate's ownership chain, the ultimate beneficial owner, or referred to as the UBO, is that person beginning with and including the foreign parent that is not owned more than 50% by another person. The UBO ultimately owns and thus derives the benefits and assumes the risk of controlling an affiliate. So this Venn diagram shows the relationship between today's data sets. The blue circle is the new foreign direct investment transactions, regardless of if funding came from the U.S. affiliates of a foreign parent or the foreign parent itself. The orange circle is the DCI data, which measures financial transactions between foreign direct investors and their U.S. affiliates. Where the two circles intersect is when the new investment transactions are funded by foreign direct investors. An important distinction should be made that while we refer to financial transactions here, the data we will be discussing today will pertain to positions rather than transactions. And you can think of positions as the accumulated value of investments. So our new foreign direct investment in the United States measures foreign investors' expenditures to acquire, establish, or expand U.S. businesses. Each acquisition, establishment, and expansion must be reported. Expenditures are broken into two major categories: first year and planned total expenditures. For acquisitions, it is the first moment when a U.S. company becomes foreign owned. Increases beyond that 10% ownership or changes in foreign parent are not included. Greenfield investment includes expansions and establishments of foreign-owned U.S. businesses. The new foreign investment data also includes selected activities such as current and planned employment. And the data is offered in detail by country, industry, and state, and are released annually each July. This chart shows the NFDI in the United States for 1999 to 2023. The stacked bars are separated by acquisitions in dark blue, establishments in light blue, and expansions in orange, which only exist from 2014 onwards. In 2023, first-year expenditures for new foreign direct investments in the United States were $148.8 billion. By type of investment, we see acquisition expenditures were $136.5 billion, establishment expenditures were $7.4 billion, and expansion expenditures were $5 billion. The drop in expenditures from 2022 to 2023 is largely fueled by a drop in acquisition expenditures. And before we move to the next slide, please take a look at the light blue and orange segments of the stacked bars, which will be explained in further detail on the next slide. So here we can see the combined total of the light blue and orange bar from the last chart in dark blue, representing first-year expenditures for greenfield investments. Planned future expenditures for greenfield investments are represented in light blue. Combined first-year and planned future expenditures are referred to as planned total expenditures, depicted here with greenfield data from 2014 to 2023. Planned total expenditures for greenfield investment initiated in 2023 are $39.5 billion. And planned future expenditures fell steeply in 2023, following the record-setting 2022 publication last year. Now that we've talked about planned total expenditures, we're going to switch back to first-year expenditures, this time viewing the data by country of ultimate beneficial owner for 2023. By country of UBO, the largest investing country was Canada, with expenditures of $53.4 billion in 2023. Japan was the second largest country, followed by Sweden. We notice a pattern where over half the investment volume comes from a few countries. And in 2023, the top 5 investing countries accounted for 61.6% of new foreign direct investment expenditures. This data is also presented by industry of U.S. affiliate that was invested in. Expenditures for new foreign direct investment were largest in the manufacturing sector at $42.9 billion, accounting for 28.8% of total expenditures in 2023. And within manufacturing, expenditures were largest in chemical manufacturing and electrical equipment, appliances, and components. There were also notable expenditures in professional, scientific, and technical services. One of our most frequently requested data series are current and planned future employment by state. In 2023, this was the second cycle that included the quarterly census of employment and wages, referred to as QCEW, data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The addition of the QCEW state employment data improves the accuracy of acquired companies' employment in the United States. And as we can see, California and Texas led the way with 13,300 and 9,700 planned total employees, respectively. Overlaid on a map of the United States, we see planned total greenfield employment, which relates to expected employment when greenfield investments are completed. So states with 0 employees are colored in gray, States with 1 to 1,000 employees are colored in light orange, and states with more than 1,000 employees are colored in dark orange. 38 states and the District of Columbia had planned employment for greenfield investments initiated in 2023. Planned total greenfield employment was largest in Georgia with 7,000. And I'll now pass the presentation over to my colleague, Jeanette Scott, for the DCI overview.
Good morning. As Jason mentioned, my name is Jeanette Scott, and I am the Chief of the Direct Investment in the United States section. Today, I will be covering foreign direct investment, which is also referred to as inward investment, from our most recent direct investment by country and industry statistics that were released on July 23rd. The entire DCI release includes direct investment abroad or outward statistics, but we will only discuss the inward statistics in today's webinar. We will present the 2023 data, and the data for 2021 and 2022 were also updated in this year's publication. The international transaction account and international investment position data are published quarterly and include current cost and market value adjustments. The annual publication of the DCI release focuses on position data, which are valued at historical cost, commonly known as the book value. Financial transactions and income statistics are included in the release as well. By definition, financial transactions are transactions that increase or decrease financial claims and liabilities between the parent group and their affiliates. Income earned on direct investment includes income on equity and net interest on debt. And now with that said, let's dig into the 2023 statistics. Here is a map of the foreign direct investment into the U.S. The investment illustrated here is based on the country of immediate basis. On this map, we can see where the investments into the U.S. are coming from. The darker the color, the higher the value of the total position. Light gray includes suppressive values, and white represents a zero value. You can see on this map that inward investment is concentrated from Asia, Europe, North America, and Australia. Now let's take a look at the top 10 countries for foreign direct investment in the U.S. The blue bar shows the investments for 2022, and the orange bar shows the investments for 2023. More than half of the total position is in the top 5 countries. The top 10 countries account for 83% of the total position. On the far left, we can see that Netherlands is the largest investor in the U.S. for 2023. Japan is the second largest. The UK fell 2 spots this year to the 4th largest investing country, and Luxembourg moved up 1 spot to replace France as the 9th largest investing country. Canada had the largest increase in position between 2022 and 2023. The total increase for Canada was $96 billion or 16.7%. Some U.S. affiliates can be directly owned by a foreign parent, while other affiliates might be owned through complex ownership chains that pass through multiple countries on their way to the ultimate owner. This may be done to be located closer to manufacturing centers or to benefit from countries with favorable tax rates. The data in this chart are presented on the country of immediate basis, or the first stop on the ownership chain outside of the U.S. International guidelines recommend presenting data in this manner, but in the next slide, we will take a look at how these countries compare if we look at the data on the basis of the UBO. Here we have the same countries as the previous slide, with the orange bars representing the 2023 level of investment from the country of the foreign parent. The blue bars have been changed to represent where the 2023 investment is ultimately coming from, which is what we call the ultimate beneficial owner. When the orange bar is significantly higher than the blue bar, like we see in the Netherlands, Switzerland, and Luxembourg, this indicates that companies in these countries are functioning as pass-throughs from other countries. When the blue bar is significantly higher than the orange bar, such as Germany and France, companies from these countries are using a pass-through in another location. Now, if we look to the right of the table, we can see that on this chart, the U.S. is the 9th largest UBO. And this is due to entities that are ultimately owned in the U.S. owning subsidiaries in foreign countries that in turn invest into their subsidiaries into the United States. Now shifting from country to industry, This chart shows which U.S. industries received the most foreign investment. The blue bar represents the investments for 2022, and the orange bar represents the investments for 2023. Now, one note regarding these industries is that they are determined on a consolidated basis, which means the industry with the largest revenue is used. So, a company listed under manufacturing might also have units engaged in wholesale trade or warehousing. 41.2% of the inward position, or $2.2 trillion, is invested in the manufacturing sector. Other industries is second with 16.8%, or $905 billion. Finance and insurance is third with 10.6%, or $574 billion. And wholesale trade is fourth with 10%, or $541 billion. In 2023, there was an increase in position in most sectors, with the exception of a very small decrease of 0.8% in finance and insurance. The largest increase in position was manufacturing, which increased $58.5 billion. And we'll discuss manufacturing in more detail on the next slide. Again, here the blue bar represents the investments for 2022, and the orange bar represents the investments for 2023. If we drill down into manufacturing, we can see that chemical manufacturing has the largest foreign direct investment position within the manufacturing sector, accounting for 34.5% of the total investment in manufacturing. Chemical manufacturing increased $15.5 billion in 2023, which is only 2% over the 2022 position. Chemical manufacturing includes a wide variety of products such as paints, pesticides, fertilizers, and pharmaceuticals. Of all those different segments, pharmaceutical manufacturing continues to comprise the most, about 66% of the overall position in chemical manufacturing and 23% of the total manufacturing position. And next, we would like to highlight industries in which we are seeing significant growth. Computers and electronic products manufacturing has four major sub-industries, with semiconductors and navigational instruments making up the majority of the overall position, which has grown from $47 billion in 2014 to $195 billion in 2023. We are looking forward to seeing continued growth in this sector as a result of the CHIPS and Science Act of 2022, which was designed to incentivize innovation, scientific research, and support the production of semiconductors in the U.S. So that concludes the overview of the DCI statistics. I will now pass it back to Jason.
Thank you, Jeanette. So on our website, bea.gov, we can find several different ways to view the data we've discussed here today. Country facts are summaries of data by country with visualizations and tables that can help users better understand the trade and investment relationship of a particular country. The interactive data application lets you build your own custom data tabulations and visualizations. And the comprehensive data are a set of pre-formatted Microsoft Excel tables for each data series that are easy to download and review. And more information on the BLS BEA Foreign Direct Investment link can be found at the last link posted here. We'll now go over how to access the interactive data on our website, bea.gov, starting from the homepage. So on the BEA banner, under the Tools drop-down menu, interactive data is the first option available. After selecting interactive data, users are greeted with the options for categories of our data. As I am the section chief for the new foreign direct investment data, we'll review how to access that data set, which can be found under the category Direct Investment in Multinational Enterprises. Once selected, users will have the option to proceed to the interactive data tables or look through the comprehensive data we mentioned earlier, which is also accessible here. So the first set of options to appear are shown on the left-hand side of the screen, where users will choose their investment type and data type. For today's purpose, we'll look at the foreign direct investment type and the new foreign direct investment data type. After making those selections, we are given the option of choosing a series. These options will be different depending on the investment and data type chosen. For the new foreign direct investment data, let's select investment expenditures. After selecting the series, we will be prompted to choose the classification. Again, these options will be different based on the previously selected options. We will start with the country of ultimate beneficial owner by type of investment. After choosing our classification, we can make our final selections on the options screen on the right, which has multi-selection capability. This allows us to customize a data table to fit our needs, choosing specific years, investment category columns, and country or regions to create a custom data table. These custom data tables can be very useful when trying to highlight specific data points, such as those UBOs which had the highest first-year expenditures in 2023. And after choosing our final options, we will be brought to our data table. Here we can see investment expenditures by country of UBO and type of investment for 2023, with both first-year expenditures and planned total expenditures included. Using the selections in the top right corner, we can modify the table, we can create a chart, we can view the table as we are now, we can download the table into an Excel file, or we can directly print the table. And all those previous selection pages can also be returned to using the tabs in the top left corner. Finally, Jeanette and I would like to thank you all for attending today's BEA's Got Your Number webinar session. And if you'd like to reach out to us in the future, please feel free to give us a call or send us an email at the contact information displayed here. You can also reach our general inquiries line for international data questions at internationalaccount@bea.gov. And we will now open the presentation to questions from the audience. Thank you.